Hello friends, welcome to FreeCAD tutorial, and in this tutorial we will learn the distance joint in a FreeCAD Default Assembly Workbench. As you can see that I have assembled these two parts with the help of a distance joint, and I will show you how you can use the distance joint. So I will close this file and create a new file. If you like my method of teaching, then you can support me on ko-fi.com. You can buy me a cup of coffee. Your small support will help these channels to grow, and it will motivate me to create more awesome content on FreeCAD. You can find my ko-fi donation link in video descriptions as well as in pin comments, or you can visit ko-fi.com/Mechnexus. So keep supporting, and I thanks to all my supporters, those who have donated me, and their small donations helps me a lot to keep this channel alive. So keep supporting my work if I am adding value to your knowledge. So let's come back to our tutorial. Here I have created a new file, and first thing I will do is to insert my assembly container, and then I will activate it, and it is already activated. So first thing, I will insert the base component, and I will go to the my path where I have store my part. So here part D1, which is a base plate, press enter, and now I will insert the body and save the assembly. So here I have already created assembly, so I will select it and make it revision R1. So you can see that our first body is inserted, and here is a lock symbol which represent the part is grounded. If you try to move it, you will not be able to move it. So that is the good thing when you insert the first part. In fact, if you do not want it to be grounded, and if you want to move to the some other positions, then you can also delete it. Now let's insert our second part. Let's hide this grounded and this origin, and again go to the insert component, say open file, and insert the second part. Insert the part D2 and say OK. Now we will move it. Select transform tool, move it, and now activate the assembly, and here is a distance joint. So once I click on the distance joint icon, it is activated distance, and let's select this face and this face and say OK. So here you can see that it got in a reverse directions, so we will edit it and click on the flip one. So once you flip one, it got flipped, and say OK. Now I have rested this part on the surface, but if I wanted to keep some distance, then I will go to the distance constraint, and here is a distance options. For example, I wanted to give the 10 mm. So you can see that now it is at a 10 mm offset from the surface, and we can do other thing as well. So click on this option, show advanced offset, and go here, and now see the UCS here. So blue one is of a Z, green one is a Y, and red one is a X. And now I wanted to move 10 mm offset but 30 mm to the right hand side direction. So my direction showing here is a green, which is Y axis, so I will give here 30 mm. or I can manually increase the distance. So you can see that it is moving. So this is how you can adjust the value. And if you want to move it to the opposite directions, just change its sign. And it works with the y-axis as well. Now let's see, in a y direction I want to move it to the, suppose that 40 mm, or let's say 60. So this is how you can play with the x, y and z, and let's make it 0. Now we can also change the angle here. If I wanted to keep it 10 mm distance from the top surface but at angle, let's say 45 degree, and say OK. So now you can see that it is a 45 degree at 10 mm offset. Here is it is a 0. If I wanted to give the 10 mm, so you can see that 10 mm is given here. And now let's rebuild our assembly. So here if you go in a distance, so here we have given the 10 mm offset, and if I go to the advanced offset option here, so if you want to give the distance, let's say OK, so do not give here, because giving here is a much better option. So here in a Z directions I will give the 10 mm. Use this option distance if you do not want also use the advanced offset. Else always use the advanced offset, because it gives the clear translational options x, y and z, as well as axial operation and angle. So this is how to use the distance joint in a FreeCAD Default Assembly Workbench. Thank you for watching, and thank you for your valuable time.